What is going on, fellas and ladies? It is Trader Cause. I wanted to record another video, two videos in the same day. It's my lucky day. Because I tweeted asking you guys if you wanted an update, and I think more people said yes to this one than ever before. It could be like people who are newer to the crypto space or just people who don't know what to think, because we just had an insane amount of volatility all very quickly. Bitcoin sold off probably 7% within an hour. And I just want to talk to you guys a little bit to A, calm your nerves, B, tell you why I was looking for this, what trades I got filled on, and what I need to see going forward as confirmation that the low is in here. So let's jump right into it. The first thing that I want to mention is this bullish cycle, I think, is a little different from every single other one. I mean, obviously everyone is different, but I think one key aspect is that derivatives markets are more easily accessible than they ever have been before. Like, I know in 2017 we had BitMEX, but that was pretty much it. And now it's like anyone with an internet connection can hop on a 100x leverage platform, and just go full Deegan mode. And because of that, I think we're going to see more things like this, more quick flushes. Like this one 15-minute candle was pretty big, 3.5%, 4%. More flushes because people are over leveraged, and stop losses just build up on high leverage. And when you get stopped out of a long position, what happens? It triggers a market short. And so I think this was mostly just a cascade of short liquidations, and that's fine. Like, when we start getting overextended, we see signs of weakness. You can position yourselves correctly and zoom out to try and find where you want to buy this dip. So for Bitcoin, my bids did not get filled. I wanted to buy right here around 45.5. It front ran that. I don't know if it did on every exchange. Let me see, like, if BitMEX, or maybe I should check Binance or something. 4 hour right here. It got a little lower. The low here was 45.726, and here it was 45.913. Let me just check Bybit really quick. The low, wow, no way, 45.570. So that one got even closer. But basically, I think this level just got front ran. I don't think we have to come back down to there. I think everyone who wanted to bid this 45-ish level probably just moved their buys up to make sure that they would get filled. I think the key from this move was sweeping below these two just about equal lows. I think a lot of stops had been built up there from the entire time that we were trading in this area. People who caught longs probably had their stop there, maybe moved it there, or just left it. But whatever the case, all those people got stopped out, and anyone who had a stop loss here, 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 anywhere in this structure, and also here. Because earlier today, it may have looked like, all right, this was our little stop run below those lows. Now we're pushing back up. But yeah, it came cascading down, probably hit a lot of liquidations. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's talk about what I need to see to have confirmation that the low is in for Bitcoin. I still think this is our key range, right? We had this, another deviation of the highs, and now we just wicked these equal lows and held mid-range support, and we're pushing up now. For me to be convinced that the low is in here and to look for more long opportunities, I need to get above 48.4. All right, so if we get back above that level, that would be the first confirmation. I would probably personally wait for us to flip this little mini range. So unless something else develops on a lower time frame, you're gonna be buying after something like this. There's just nothing else that would really confirm it for me. But I do think if we at least get back above, I guess, 48.3. If we start trading within this range again, there's absolutely no reason to come all the way back down. So get above there. That confirms for me that the low is in. I still have my bids in this level just in case this comes down to sweep it, but I'm not necessarily expecting that. So that's kind of what I see with Bitcoin. It's already been 5 minutes, so I want to run through Ethereum, Litecoin, and Link. So let's jump to those right now. Ethereum front ran my bids as well. I wasn't quite looking for the 4-hour demand. I was looking at the 2-hour demand because I just thought this was kind of far-fetched. And it turns out the 2-hour demand was pretty far-fetched too. But we swept this low, and we're having some awesome buybacks since then. I think if this gets back above last week's Monday's high, this level, then same thing. We can start looking for long setups and then more confirmations on the break of each of these levels. But yeah, front ran on this one too. Bounced from Monday's mid-range and swept a bunch of lows. Like, see, we had this low. This was a higher low. This was a higher low. Maybe someone would say this was a higher low. This was a higher low. Finally, this one. So all these stop losses, like if you were trailing up, you're trailing up with the lows, and we just took out every single one of those, excuse me, all in the same move. So this isn't, zero part of me is like, oh my gosh, we just nuked really fast. I am now bearish, right? The time to be bearish was a while ago. I luckily took profit, but I didn't catch any shorts. Like you guys, if you watched the video before, and if you haven't, I suggest you go do, because it's literally just free content, and you could learn something, believe it or not, because I've seen a lot of this happen. So you might as well try and glean anything from it that you can. Anyway, so this would be the first confirmation, more confirmation above those highs. I am not in Ethereum other than spot. It missed my bids. And also, stop loss placement was even harder with Ethereum than the others. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, it was a bit harder than the others just because, I mean, where are you going to put it? Here or even down here? For my buy here, I had the stop loss there, but I didn't love that area for a stop loss. But it is what it is. I think Litecoin was a bit cleaner. So we'll talk about that. Oh, really quickly though. ETH BTC just took out these lows. So if this can get back above our weekly SR in the mid-range and then break out of this range after we've been consolidating for like 10 days, I think that would signal our bottom for ETH BTC. So we'll keep an eye on that going into the week. Litecoin, I got filled on my long. We talked about this on the stream. We had 8-hour demand, and this was the key low that I was watching. If you were longing Litecoin throughout this run, you probably moved your stop up to there at one point, or if you bought anywhere in here, your stop loss was very likely there. And I know that because A, it makes sense, and B, I had that stop loss there myself. So when we broke this high, I moved my stop from here to here, and we pushed up more. I moved it up a little bit more, ended up taking profit at 225, as I told you guys, and set my bids at this demand level that led to our breakout with nice confluence of this key low. So that one worked out perfectly. Same thing that I've been saying with the other ones, confirmation of the low being in, at least get above the range low, flip 225, and I will likely look to add a compounding long to target 250. So that's Litecoin. And then Link. This one, honestly, I was a little worried because I was watching this in real time, just sitting back. FTX was being a little glitchy. I think pretty much everywhere was, but FTX is upgrading their system, Sam said, so we shouldn't have any more of these minor lags after the next couple days. So if you're not on FTX already, I think you should be. I'll throw my link in the description of this video, but it's also in my Twitter bio, and you can get 7% off fees. So this was daily demand. I highlighted the bottom of the candle to the top of the wick because I wasn't going to just have this enormous $4 box on my chart. And I figured that would capture the key areas. Same thing. It's literally the exact same thing as Litecoin, right? This was our key low this time. This was a really nice SR level at 28.4, and so that was all nice confluence. Had my stop below this low as well as the body of that daily demand. And Litecoin, I think confirmation would come a little bit sooner. I think it's getting above this level. If we can get above there, we might trade within this range for a little bit, ultimately breaking above 34.8, and we're targeting $40 next. So that's really briefly an update on these positions, why I was looking for this, and I guess what I'm looking for going forward for it to be confirmed to me that the low is in. So I hope you guys like that, and I will talk to you in the next video. Hit me up if you have any questions.